or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis, and breaking scoreboards. Simone of the Olympics, defense and big business. The Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the three in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer.
Yo, what's really good? Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. We up here talking these sports, man. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, industry sports, streaming on multiple social and streaming platforms. Facebook, X, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streams, you can catch the replays on various streaming broadcasts. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure y'all do the same. Man, it's lit. Oh, it's lit. Hold on, let me make sure I get my lighting. I'm a little chocolate, so that light, you need that light. Hey, it's been lit this week. You hear me? Lit. NBA opening week. You know what I'm saying? We 2 days in the opening week. It's been lit. All right. For the most part, regardless of what you subscribe to or what's your favorite sport, hey man, the NFL season been lightweight lit too. All right. So we gonna start with some NFL. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with some NFL joints. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch up. I want to go over the standings, show who's standing where as we enter week 8, which is virtually the halfway point of the season. I mean, week 9 is the halfway point. But we gonna go in and get it on like that. Check out some little stats, see some league leaders a little bit. Of course, I could not ever not talk about my Browns. All right, but we just gonna go through that a little bit first, and then we gonna get into this NBA, because NBA is, listen, if the NBA season gonna be anything, like if this is just a precursor right now, ooh, shit. Hey man, the NBA season about to be too lit for TV. You hear me? I'm talking about too lit. So first, you know me, man. I get in here. I gotta get my share on. You know what I'm saying? Get my people in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on here and talk this joint. I'm off punishment. You know what I'm saying? I can finally go live again. Okay, so that is very, very, very much exciting. I miss being able to go up on my joint and just talk. Talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? But I've been very much excited. I mean, you still got baseball playoffs going into the finals. You know what I mean? Like, you still got some things going on. So man, listen. Sports time. I need to get some of my homies in here. Hold on, let me see. Let me see who I can get up here. Let me see who I can get up here. Let's see. Let me get Big Dog up here. Let me get in there and see if they get in here one time. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple things to talk about on the sports side. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him up here one time. My man's might be at work, you feel me? My homie was just hitting me up though, so let me see where he at. You know what I'm saying? Get him on in here one time. You feel me? And yeah, I'm gonna start with the NFL standings because that's what I wanted to start with. All right, we gonna start in the AFC. Okay, the Indianapolis Colts right now lead the AFC record wise. They are 6 wins, 1 loss, no tie. They have a winning percentage of .857 points for. They've scored 232 points, points against 140. All right. Net point difference of about 92. They are 4-0 at home, 2-1 on the road, 1-0, 1-0 in the division. All right. They are followed by the New England Patriots, who are 5 wins, 2 losses, no ties. .714 win percentage. They put up 181 points so far. They've allowed 133. That's about a difference of 48. They're 1-2 at home, 4-0 on the road, 2-0 in the division. That is interesting. Denver follows them in third place. Well, technically, New England and Denver tied. So it's like 2A and 2B kind of a thing. They also have a 5-win, 2 loss, no tie record. Their winning percentage is also .714. They've scored 163 points, allowed 127. That's a net difference of about 36. They're 3-0 at home.
Diva in the
Two.
house, bro.
Diva! What's
Hey
up,
y'all.
girl?
Not that much. I just got off lunch and I'm back at it. But yeah, I was like, let me just join or whatever. See what y'all into today.
Yeah, we outside. So yeah, right now
Hmm.
I'm just going over what I'm gonna do first is I'm about to go over the win-loss record for each conference for
Hmm.
football. I want to talk about maybe some mid-season awards who we think might make it to the playoffs or make it to the Super Bowl, and who you think might be most deserving of MVP talks, or standout talks, whatever the case. And then I want to jump straight. First, we gotta talk a little bit about them Browns. Okay,
Of
can't leave without
course.
talking about them Browns.
It's all good.
And then we jump right into basketball because I am thirsty to talk about basketball. But since you just jumped in, go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd one time. I got some newcomers coming in.
Yeah. Okay. Hey y'all. I'm the sports diva on all platforms, the podcast diva on YouTube. Um, yeah, I am hey, 216 Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Guardians, all of that. Um, Fanatic and homegrown. Yeah, I mean, I just let it talk sports, just a chick that let it talk sports. Um, yeah, catch me out here podcasting too.
Type time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Podcast. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me not get into that. All right. So I'm at Denver. Indianapolis is 6-1. New England is 5-2. Denver is 5-2. That's I guess 2A and 2B, I would say. And then you got a whole list, right? One, two, three, four, 5 teams are at 4 wins, and virtually 2 to 3 games, 2.5 games separate the eighth place team from the first place team. This is in the AFC. Pittsburgh Steelers, they come in fourth on this list. I guess you could call them 4A or 3C. I don't know. Let's just say 4A, right?
Mhm.
They come in with a 4-win, 2 loss, no tie record, winning percentage of .667. They've scored 150 points. They've allowed 140 points. They have a 10-point difference in that span. They are 2-1 at home, 2-1 on the road, and 1-1 in the division. Next after them, who would be 4B, the Buffalo Bills. They are also at a 4-win, 2 loss, no tie record, .667. They've scored 167 points, allowed 137 points. They have a 30-point difference. They are 3-1 at home, 1-1 on the road, 2-1 in the division. Then you have 4C, which is the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are 4 wins, 3 losses, no ties. They have a winning percentage of .571. They've scored 151 points, but they've allowed 163 points. They have a net point rating of -12. They are 2-2 at home, 2-1 on the road, 3-0 in the division. Jacksonville Jaguars. They come in at 4C. You have them at 4 wins, 3 losses, no ties, same winning percentage, .571. They've scored 146 points. They've allowed 155 points. They have a net rating of -9, point differential of -9. You got 3-2 on the road, 1-1 at home, 1-0 in the division. The Kansas City Chiefs come in, rounding out the top 8 at, we'll call this 4D. All right. They also have a win-loss record of 4 wins, 3 losses, no ties. Same percentage, .571. But they've scored 186 points. They've only allowed 124 points. They have a net rating, a point differential of 62. 3-1 on the road, 1-1. No, 3-1 at home, 1-2 on the road. 3-1 at home, 1-2 on the road, 1-1 in the division. And then, for the rest of the division, the conference, the Bengals are 3-4, no ties. Houston Texans are 2-4, no ties. Las Vegas Raiders are 2-5, no ties. Cleveland Browns are 2-5, no ties. Baltimore Ravens are 1-5, no ties. Miami Dolphins are 1-6, no ties. Tennessee Titans are 1-6, no ties. And the New York Jets are 0-7. They ain't even put up on the scoreboard yet. All right. I don't know what's going on. But since I'm at the Jets, right, before we get to them, Diva, did you see the snippet or a little bit of the head coach Aaron Glenn's recent press conference with the New York media?
I ran past it on Instagram. It was a snippet. I wasn't quite sure. I kind of went past a little bit because I'm against the Jets. But what was he talking about? Like, what was the?
Okay, so the day before, or I want to say this might have happened on Tuesday, actually. The owner, his name Woody. I don't know his last name. He just said Woody. Woody was asked about the quarterback play, and he made a statement of, well, the quarterback got to complete a pass, basically, right? Like, we got to complete some passes to even get something started with the passing game. So particular members of the New York media took this as, and started writing articles and posting stats about the owner don't like Justin Fields, basically, and starting all this. You know how Cleveland media do. They was doing some of that. So when they asked Aaron Glenn about it, head coach Aaron Glenn, he basically told them, like, he basically said in his response, like, oh, so what did he actually say? So when he said what he actually said, he said that didn't sound like he said he didn't like Justin Fields. Matter of fact, that specific quote came from the staff and the quarterback himself. So as far as I'm concerned, he was just repeating something that was already going around the building. I am the guy who decides who plays and who doesn't. And my owner is very much okay with whoever I pick and decided on thus far. And then, the media dude tried to pick at him, and he basically just shut him down. All right, hey, stop playing with him. You feel what I'm saying? They asked Justin Fields about it, and Justin Fields, he said, listen, as long as the Lord is my shepherd, no weapon shall prosper against thee. Okay? Yeah. This is basically what he said. All right. So that was pretty interesting. Tennessee at 1-6. I seen a report that said everybody but Cam Ward on that offense is for sale. They already released wide receiver Tyler Lockett, so he's going to go wherever he wants to go. And they basically said they hawking off everybody. All right. I guess they going to get people Cam won't, or they feel like fit better around Cam. I don't know. What you think about those two things for the bottom two teams?
Um, I mean, it's facts. I mean, shoot, if he going around, if it's other people, as far as the whole thing with the Jets, if other people are going around saying, especially if the own quarterback said it, I mean, shoot, I'm just saying what was first of all, it's facts. You have to be able to, I mean, have the dynamics of a quarterback because right now it's looking like you you don't. And I actually like Justin Fields. OH. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh,
like,
tight
don't even
time.
play. Like, I like Justin Fields. I just don't know exactly. I don't know if it's the organization. I don't know, but I actually like him. So, I mean, sure. The media. One thing about the media, it will make something be something that's not. Never fails. We know. I know from like interviewing different people and stuff like that. Somebody will peep you and be like, "Oh, they tried to do this, they tried to do that." Like, it's just I think the media just be overdoing it sometime. But I mean, at the end of the day, the Jets need to get it I don't care if they get it together or not because I'm not a fan. But I mean, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. But I mean, like I said, Justin know what he needs to do, and he needs to do something before he not be playing at all. So, and then as far as the other thing goes, what was the
The Tennessee
about
and the
the
fire sale
Tennessee?
on offense.
Correct. Um, Cam cracked me up. I did see that snippet when he was like, let's just keep it a buck. We asked. We asked. And I don't know what else y'all really want me to say, but we asked. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, real is real. Get it together. I mean, I ain't even go, I know we gonna get to Browns or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, hey, your quarterback said that. Like live. So that just goes without saying. And what's already understood, you already it just don't need,
Gotta be explained. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of To. That's
I
my
think that for
quarterback.
real.
That's my
For real.
quarterback.
So I think they should, yeah, go ahead and get the weapons around him. Like I thought uh they should have did what you call it like that. Justin Fields like that when he was with the Bears. I thought they should have did that and built around him and not trade him. But I mean, it's cool. Like it's water up under the bridge now. But I think yeah, they need to do that because Cam he's a really good quarterback. You can't do that, but that's like you can't do nothing when you don't have a team to do it with. Like you have to work with what you got, but that be hard. It just be hard. I mean, come on now. We of all people know that, don't we?
I would think so. I would think that, in a team game, you would need a team to
You need to
compete. You know
keep
what I mean?
correct.
Like,
Correct. And anytime like yeah, the coaches see the people up in the box office, with OCs, whatever, they see all that. But if anybody would know, it would be who's on the field, right?
right, say that part.
So I mean, I'm
So
just
I'll ask you about Miami.
mhm.
Miami, Tua was asked at a recent press conference, why didn't he get his star receiver Jalen Waddle the ball? All right. Now there were also rumors circulating that Jalen Waddle was on the market. Uh, Miami Brass came out and said no, he is untouchable. All right. But Tua in the press conference says, "Well, I couldn't see him. That's why I ain't throwing the ball. You want me to just throw it blindly?"
What do you mean he couldn't see him? What,
Tua ain't nothing but 5'10", 5'11". He not that tall.
okay, so he's one of the shorties too. I mean, if he couldn't see him, he couldn't see him. I mean, we got a short quarterback, so you know what I'm saying. But he didn't. Like this lady said the other day. He didn't ask to be born short. He didn't ask to be short. He
He
didn't
asked
ask
to
to
be
be
more
short. But
short.
it's like shit. I mean, if he couldn't see him, he couldn't see him. But at the end of the day, that comes to your offensive line. You know why? Because if they know your ass is short, they need to do more to protect you and for you to get out the pocket to see the field a little bit better. Now, Genetics is just genetics. I mean, unless you want to get like a knee implant or a knee, something like that to make you taller or some shit. But other than that, he couldn't see him. He couldn't see him.
Man, get
Now,
that man.
does that
Steph say,
now?
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My thing is, does that go? I mean, a lot of people saying, that CTE fucking with him. That CTE is fucking with him. I thought,
Not
look,
everything
I'm
on
agreeing with Steph.
CTE.
Steph, let me tell you something, man. Get that man off the field. You know why? You know why he should be off the field? Because let's be clear, you're going to live longer than you play football. Okay, you're supposed to. Now, if he take another wrong hit, it's going to be a problem because he needs to retire now due to what he can. You just can't keep getting hit like that. You get up, you stumbling like you drunk. You just some people just not made to play the game, and it's okay. We're not taking nothing from you, Tua, but know when
People
you got to
just
know
not
when to
made
hold
to
them, know
play
when
the
to fold them,
game.
baby. You got to know when to hold and fold, baby. That's just that. You cannot see, and your ass is wobbly from CTE.
Hey, yo, ass wobbly from CTE.
So what you want? I mean, what's up? Like at the end of the day, you gotta call a spade a spade. One day you just gotta admit defeat, and guess what? They still gonna pay you crazy. They gonna pay you. So don't worry. You
Man,
you and your
this,
family will be laced. But at the end of the day, you have to do what protects your health and your body. Don't be risking your body for a game that don't keep going on after you gone, bruh.
is loving you is wrong. I don't wanna be right.
I wanna be right.
Let me get some light on going on
Like
over
you
here.
have you ever seen him read a play? Have you ever seen him like try to read a play on the sideline?
Try to tour, try to read. You know what? I'm not even about to subscribe
He'll
to that
back.
right now. We gonna go. He
No,
gonna
I'm just
even
saying
do.
it's getting to a point where it's worrisome. Like you have to come on, Tua, come on. So,
He on his
I
Russell
don't know.
Wilson. Let's
You know
ride.
what? Y'all for real. And then y'all, y'all men are very stubborn. So I get it, but I just, Tua, yeah. And hey, if he couldn't see Jalen, he couldn't see him. And we trust me, we get it. We've had a couple shorties.
We had a couple. Okay, so listen. All right. So Baltimore at 1-5, right?
Hmm.
They're still about, I would say, about 4 or 5 weeks away from Lamar coming back. Um, what would be your advice for the Baltimore Ravens this season?
Hey, I ain't giving them no advice. I hope they lose. Nigga, none.
Ah, shit. Oh,
Hey, hey,
okay. All right.
but I see what you're saying. I'm just playing. But like, the only thing
Oh,
I can see is to Derrick Henry hold on to the ball, bro, because you keep you holding that bitch like a hot potato, like some hot cornbread, and it just keep coming out your hands. He needs to just do some of those drills that they say that the Baltimore Ravens do. They put they do the hose, like the water hose with the extreme pressure, and you got to run
yeah.
through it with the ball and all that. Try a few of them, maybe. I don't know, but other than that, lose. Other than that, go ahead and keep losing.
Hey, Seth say no, seriously, bruh, struggling. Then he say they waiting on the draft. You say Baltimore waiting on the draft. All right.
But why would they be waiting on the draft? Because guess what? They weren't waiting on the draft when Lamar was here, when he was cool, right?
I mean, they
Or
clearly, clearly they need to have a backup quarterback. But hey, so let me, okay, out of the 8 teams,
uh,
which AFC teams have most impressed you so far this season?
hmm, which AFC teams? And I always get my divisions mixed up. So
So it's
it's us in the
Indiana.
division. Uh-huh.
It's Indianapolis. Are the eight
Hmm.
teams I'm speaking of?
Mm.
Indy, New England, Denver, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, the Chargers, the Jaguars, and the Chiefs.
Indiana actually surprised me. I would say that. Yeah, the Colts. They actually surprised me a little bit. I didn't know they were actually kind of laced up a little bit over there. Um, they went five
No,
and
I
two. You
said
said?
no. Indianapolis 6-1.
Oh, six, six. No, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Somebody else is 5 and 2. But yeah, who is that over there? Who they got as a quarterback over there
So
again?
Daniel Dimes, Danny Jones. He took
That's what I'm
Richardson's
like.
spot, and Richardson out with some type
Correct.
of something.
Correct. So whatever he doing, see, sometimes he was the backup to.
No, he was. So Daniel Jones
They
was.
call him Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but he was with the Giants when if I ain't mistaken,
Because
we
uh
traded our pick when we traded that pick to get oh they had the two picks, so they used their original pick to get Danny Dimes and they used our pick to get Dexter Lawrence. So that's when he came in that year after Baker and them.
I didn't. I mean, I don't look at, I only really look at the Browns for real, like as far as like, seeing what's going on and all that. But I mean, I just happen to skim over across it and then you confirming that it's six, they 6-1. That's definitely surprising. It's impressive. It's
It
impressive
is.
because I
Hey,
never
Seth
been,
say
I mean,
Seth say Daniel Jones a bum. He don't care.
damn. But
You
I
don't
mean,
even gotta do him like
that don't,
that.
a lot of that don't mean nothing when it come down to playoffs and all that. Like you can have a great record and then end up losing real good, like real fast. So I mean, but
No, for
they
real.
are impressive so far, so good. Yeah.
Daniel Jones on the season has
Mhm.
1,790 passing yards. He's averaging 8.4 yards of completion. He's averaging 256 passing yards a game. He has 10 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, and he's been sacked 6 times. He has a QBR of 80.2 and a quarterback and a rating of 105.9. Okay, so I think Indy playing pretty good. They doing their thuggy. I ain't gonna lie. New England. I'm gonna say the teams that have most impressed me, even though their records may not reflect it. I've been a lot of impressed by the Los Angeles Chargers. Um, they started off strong. They've been off the last couple of weeks, but I just feel like Justin Herbert and that receiving core of Quintez Johnson, or Quentin Johnson, Lad McConkey, the return of Keenan Allen. That Listen,
Mhm.
that team is firing. Okay, now they do play tonight. The Chargers play the Vikings tonight. Thursday night football, which will be on Amazon Prime. So if you got that, you definitely gonna get to that game. Um, but I've been most impressed by the Chargers. I've been impressed by what Kansas City is could turn into. I mean, Kansas City do Kansas City things, and I also been impressed by New England and Denver. I thought
New
they
England too. You're
really
right. Hmm.
Drake May really coming into his own. Him and Stephon Diggs got a nice little chemistry. I think that the two-man backfield of Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson has really been a thing. Uh, the resurgence of J.K. Dobbins' career in Denver is not talked about enough. Okay, I mean, we talking about a guy who still owns the Ohio State freshman record for the most rushing yards in a rookie season, a freshman season. Okay, and
Hmm.
I'm just thoroughly impressed by what they got going on. Cortland Sutton is being the number one as he was thought to be, and Bo Nix seemed to be that guy. Clyde says India, New England, and Denver. San Diego can be had much easier. Why? Justin Herbert. Oregon quarterbacks seem to lack leaderships. My thoughts: Mariota, Dylan, Gabriel, and Justin. What you think about Oregon quarterbacks not having no moxie?
Oh,
Mm,
I
mm.
mean, hey, not no shade, but Dylan may be a product of that environment.
Oh,
So let me tell you something. I
ooh.
was never a Dylan Gabriel fan. in the first.
Oh no, you didn't.
My bad,
Hey
y'all.
man, what's
My
their
bad.
problem? They bugging.
What? Oh.
Our phones went off at the same time. We know what's going on.
No, for real. I was never a Dylan Gabriel fan. I was very surprised that they drafted him in the first place. I felt like it was a sympathy draft. Um, I just, I can kind of believe, I can kind of get with what Clyde's saying because I'm not, I'm not too keen on Dylan's attitude. Sometimes he just be saying stuff to make it sound good, but he really
Sound
be an
good.
asshole. He's an asshole. I really think he an asshole. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you, I don't give a damn what you are. Play the game. Like, do your job. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, and that might be something to actually look into as you going forward. Like, just look, just check them out and look and compare that to what Clyde said. You, yeah, I kind of see that now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think Justin fits in this conversation. I actually think of all the ones, and that's it. And I was a big Joey Harrington fan, so I understand exactly what Clyde talking about. I was big on Joey Harrington back in the day, but I genuinely believe that Justin Herbert is not of the cloth of the other three. I think he is the outlier, and that he'll be able to actually do something. Hold on, why everybody want to call me while I'm streaming? Hold on, I'm streaming, baby. I'm streaming. Hold on, I can't do that right now. Hold on, let me send that message. So I really think um I like I say, I'm high on the Chargers this year. They got from under what was that, Staley? Bruce
Mhm.
Staley, I want to say his name was, and then they got Harbaugh now. The other Harbaugh. You see what he did. You see what he did with Michigan. You see what his brother's doing, and and Baltimore. You see what he did when he had San Francisco. I don't have no reason to believe that he's not going to be able to do some of the same there. So I ain't bad on them. Teams that I think are pretenders up to this point. It's really just like Jacksonville and Indianapolis. I don't think Danny Dial's gonna be good. Seth, I'm with you. Danny look good right now, but Danny a bum. I'm with you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think Indianapolis finishes the year plus 12, 13 wins. I just don't see it. I think they have the capabilities to. I think, Danny Jones gonna get figured out at some point. But I will say that boy arm and ball placement lightweight fire though. I'm gonna give him his props on that. His arm and ball placement lightweight fire. I don't see them sustaining it. The problem is too though, with Lamar being hurt, and maybe Cincinnati, can come up and knock out one of these teams. Maybe the Browns get hot.
Hey,
I don't
nothing's
know.
impossible.
Seth say sub 500 for sure, man. Hold on, we're gonna do a station identification. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms and social platforms: Facebook, X, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streams, you can catch the replay on various streaming platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, and some other ones too. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with DeeTrynt, which is yours truly. I am sitting up here this afternoon with the lovely Sport Diva, the podcast diva, you know what I'm saying? The lady who knows her. All right. And we're going over NFL standings and just things that we think will, happen for the rest of the season depend, can these teams sustain? Is the trend real, or is it facade time? We don't know. Clyde say he tries to act presidential. Dylan's data, his stats are ranked at the bottom of the NFL quarterbacks. Why run a wishbone while Dylan sits on the bench? His coach protected his inefficiency. Oh, Clyde, you taking shots. See, it's one thing if you shoot at the quarterback because you was talking about Oregon. It's a whole nother thing when you shoot at the Browns to a Browns fan. Now, I'm going to keep it logical, but we're going to get to you in a second because we ain't at that part of the show. All right? So, and I was saying that, I don't think Danny Dimes and them will sustain. I think Jacksonville, somebody who could fall off. I ain't going to lie. I think Pittsburgh could fall off too. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Pittsburgh will fall off. But I thought it was quite interesting though, that who is that up here? New England is 1-2 at home and 4-0 on the road. I thought that was extremely interesting. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This national. The National Football Conference is one of the most unpredictable conferences in sports. Okay. You just never know who's coming out of the West in the NFL. Okay. You never know. Green Bay statistically sits at the top of the conference at 4 wins, 1 losses, and 1 tie. With a win percentage of .75, they've scored 158 points. They've allowed 125, 33-point difference. They're 3-0 at home, 1-1-1 on the road, 1-0 in the division. The San Francisco 49ers sit at 2A. They are 5 wins, 2 losses, no ties, winning percentage of .714. They've scored 145 points. They've allowed 138 points. They have a difference of 7 points. 2-1 on the road. No, 3-1 on the road, 2-1 at home, 3-0 in the division. The Philadelphia, defending Philadelphia Eagles. They are 5-2, 0 ties. They have a win percentage of .714. They've scored 170 points. They've allowed 165. Difference of 5 points. They are 2-1 at home, 3-1 on the road as well, but they are 1-1 in the division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are also 5-2. They have 0 ties. Same winning percentage, .714. They've scored 74 points, but they've allowed 175 points. They have a difference of -1. They are 2-1 on the road. No, 3-1 on the road, 2-1 at home, 1-0 in the division. At 5-2, right up under them, is the DeeTrynt Lions. And they have the same winning percentage, .714. They've scored 215 points. They've allowed 151 points. They have a 64-point difference, 3-0 at home, 2-2 on the road, 1-1 in the division. The Seattle Seahawks. Okay, now we at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seattle's at 6, more or less. All right. And they are 5-2. Same winning percentage, .714. They've scored 193 points. They've allowed 136 points. They have a 57-point difference, 2-2 at home, 3-0 on the road, 1-1 in the division. The Los Angeles Rams are also 5-2, and they also have a win percentage of .714. And they've scored 175 points. They've only allowed 117. 58-point difference, 2-1 at home, 3-1 on the road, 0-1 in the division. The Chicago Bears are at, I guess, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, at 8, they are 4-2. They have a win percentage of .667. They've scored 152 points, but they've allowed 155 points. -3 on the difference. 2-1 at home. 2-1 on the road. 0-2 in the division. The Carolina Panthers are 4-3 with a win percentage of .571. They've scored 145 points. They've allowed 152 points, -7, a differential. They've 3-0 at home, 1-3 on the road, 1-0 in the division. Now, the reason I'm reading more teams in the NFC than the AFC, because the NFC is a little more competitive right now than the AFC, all right? And here are some teams at the bottom of the list that, again, when I ask this conversation of who might be in, might be out, it get a little more trickier. The Dallas Cowboys, who tied with Green Bay a few weeks ago, a month ago, they are 3-3, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. They are literally at 500. They've scored 222 points. They've allowed 206, 16-point difference. They are 2-1 at home, 1-3 on the road, but 2-1 in the division. They are followed by the 3-3 Atlanta Falcons, who are also at 500. They've scored 110 points. They've allowed 120 points, -10 on the different side. They are 2-1 at home, 1-2 on the road, 0-2 in the division. Then you have the Minnesota Vikings, who will be playing tonight versus the Los Angeles Chargers. You can see that game on Amazon Prime. Shout out to Amazon Prime because their coverage of football is fire. All right. The Minnesota Vikings are 3-3. They have a 500 record. They have scored 145 points. They've allowed 125 points, 20-point difference. They are 1-2 at home, 2-1 on the road, 1-0 in the division. They are followed by their first team under 500. Okay. Now, in the AFC, it's about 8 teams under 500. 7. Yeah, 8. Half the division is under 500. 7 of them are significantly under 500. We're talking, 3 to 7 games under 500. Okay. We're only in week 7. Okay. And in the NFC, that's an AFC. In the NFC, you only have 4 teams that's under 500. The Washington Commanders, 3 wins, 4 losses. They have a win percentage of .429. Let me say that correctly. .429. They have scored 180 points, allowed 170 points. 10 points is a differential. 2-1 at home, 1-3 on the road, 1-1 in the division. The Arizona Cardinals are 2-5. Win percentage of 2.286. They've scored 153. They've allowed 154 points. -1 is the differential. They are 1-3 at home, 1-2 on the road, 0-2 in the division. The New York Football Giants, as they call them, they are 2 wins and 5 losses, no ties. They also have a win percentage of .286. They've scored 153 points. They've allowed 177 points. Differential of -24. They are 2-1 at home, but they are 0-4 on the road and 1-2 in the division. And the New Orleans Saints, who that? That's the New Orleans Saints. And the Saints ain't really marching right now. All right. 1 win, 6 losses. They have a win percentage of .143. A differential of -61, being that they've only scored 125 points and they've allowed 186 points. They are 1-3 at home and 0-3 on the road, and they haven't even played a division game yet. Listen, the NFC going bananas. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the teams that I think is falling off. I think Tampa Bay is going to fall off. I think Seattle is going to fall off. I don't know about Chicago. Part of me want to say I think Philly gonna fall off too, y'all. I know that's not a common pick, and I know that's gonna get some people riled up. But I don't see how. I don't see it, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't see it. Baker and them. Baker a 500 quarterback. I know people don't want to hear that. It's a lot of Baker bros, and I respect that. But he is a 500 quarterback to me. Listen, when he played at Oklahoma and he won his Heisman, he had weapons. Weapons out the wazoo. All right. So I mean, even now he got lightweight weapons out the wazoo. And people will say, oh, well, you know, those weapons are injured and all that. Man, whatever, bro. You know, believe what you want, all right? Baker don't do it for me, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Mac Jones is playing in place of Brock Purdy, and he's been holding it down. Jordan Love is progressing the way I thought he would. Jared Goff is a former number 1 overall pick. I expect him to play like it since he's already been to a Super Bowl with the franchise that drafted him. The team that traded their quarterback for him, I think the Rams could get hot. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams down there with Kyron Williams coming along. I think it could be something. Like I say, I'm on the fence about Chicago. I'm on the fence about Atlanta, even though I like Atlanta's offense better than I like Chicago's. I do think Chicago may be more explosive because they have a few more pieces. I don't know why Dallas is 3-3. Dallas offense is going crazy this year, okay? Dak Prescott is on a tear. I do not understand why they're 3-3, all right? And, you know, not having Micah Parsons probably hurts, but, I think Micah is a situational edge defender, all right? If it's about passing, you want him in. If you want somebody to be able to chase somebody down in space, you can put him in. But when it counts, I don't know, man. I think his run stopping ability is a little under-seasoned. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know about that. Minnesota is doing pretty fair, being that their entire line has been injured for most of the season, and they're still without their chosen starting quarterback. Jay Jettis is Jay Jettis. He got Jordan Addison. They got TJ Hawkinson. They doing what they do. Carolina is surprising me. I will say I was wrong about Terrell McMillan. Is it Terrell McMillan? I was wrong. To me, he had bust written all over him. He is a bust. But from what I've seen so far this year, that man's been balling. And he ain't no one-on-one. If he one-on-one, he open. He definitely open. So I'm going to give him his props. Rico Dowdell, I don't know where you found all this hero ball from, but hey, shout out to Rico Dowdell because he put up 200 on who was that the Browns just played? Miami? Woo! That Miami put 200 on? Crazy work. Seth say, Dallas been trash since Romo was there, bruh. I mean, I ain't gonna say they've been trash. I'm gonna say they don't perform to their level. I don't think CeeDee Lamb is trash. I don't think Dak Prescott is trash. I don't think Carl Pickens is trash. I don't think most of their line is trash. I just think they coaches be subpar. Listen, that's the best way I could put it. You ain't trying to get the most out of the players. You ain't, just because they've been mediocre so long. I feel it. But when Diva come back, I'm gonna definitely ask her about which team she liked coming out the NFC. Me personally, like I say, I think Dallas could make more noise than they give him credit for. I like where the Rams are doing right now. Detroit's still up there. I think out of respect, I gotta say Philly because they the defending champs, and at 5-2, you don't get the 5-2 in the NFL off luck. It's just not. It's really not how that works. So the NFC definitely gonna be really more entertaining. But I think the AFC gonna have all the drama. Speaking on that drama, let me get to my Browns. All right, let me get to my Browns. So just a few weeks ago, right? And I feel like I've been a big influence on this, okay? Because I be on Twitter going bananas when they be making me mad or they be saying stuff that I just think is fabricated and put up and spit out for everybody else to digest, okay? They kept trying to blame the play calling, and Kevin's play calling was trash. Just for us to go consecutive weeks of the quarterback not throwing it to wide open players. So now everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people, even the media guys, are suggesting that Shador should play. All in my head about the Browns. Hey, TT. What's up, Rosie? First off, I wish they stopped trying to cause division in my team. Because I feel like that's all they doing. Y'all just trying to segregate the team. Y'all don't want them to play as a unit. I'm under the impression that y'all scared of the Browns. Yeah, y'all scared. Y'all do not like what they gonna do to y'all. That's how y'all don't like what they gonna do to y'all. I think the Browns are getting there. I think Dylan and Shador have a nice dynamic. I'll say this as I've been saying for a long time. Their games complement each other. So the fact that Dylan is starting and allowing Shador to see things that he probably wouldn't have seen if he was the third QB nor less, I think that is invaluable. You got these local Cleveland sports media folks talk about what are they doing with Shador? Well, clearly they're not trying to throw him in a line of fire for no reason, right? Oh, he should be getting first team reps. Well, if you have a rookie already getting first team reps, don't you think the rookie that's starting should get all of the reps or majority of them? I mean, I don't understand the logic. Listen, Dylan is limited, but you got to give him a chance to redeem himself. Okay, I don't see how the Browns could make the playoffs this year. Like I ain't saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's most likely impossible. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. But who really made me mad was James Jones. James Jones get his old weird built face on the dang on whoever podcast he was on. I think it's his own. Might be cold, so I don't know. We gonna get up there and talk about some. I don't know what they're doing with Shador. He's just sitting there, woody woody wah. And I'm thinking to myself, ain't your quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Didn't your quarterback sit for 3 years before he played? And now the Browns wrong for letting Shador sit a while and learn the game before he plays? Hypocrisy at an all new level of confusion because I don't understand. All right. But the Browns go against New England this weekend, and New England sucks on the road or they suck at home. So I kind of think I want to pick the Browns. Okay? I want to pick the Browns. But Dylan Gabriel plays so safe. Okay? I would like to see this week Quinshawn lined up in the backfield in the shotgun with Isaiah Bond. I would like to see Isaiah Bond come out of the backfield more and be in the slot more. I would like to see him do more kick returns and punt returns. I think that is the guy you need to get touches. And I think when they do the Wildcat, he should be the running back next to him. Because Quinshawn and Njoku and Isaiah Bond are probably the most athletic guys we have on our offense. I think Jerome Ford comes in after that, and then it's kind of whoever you pick. All right. So I just want to see that. Chopping out with my OTC cats earlier, they was talking about we need offensive linemen. Crazy how people saying we need offensive linemen. Now I ain't saying they didn't know that at first, but they just been so adamant about this receiver thing, and I just now it is very possible we could draft a receiver. It is very possible that we could trade for a receiver. It is very possible that all that can happen. I just don't know. Andrew Berry, he been pulling rabbits out the hat 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. He made the trade mid-season, 5th round pick, got Amari Cooper. That helped put our pass game over top. Then just last season, he traded a 5th and 6th in the middle of the year to get a Jerry Jeudy. So I guess we could maybe, glance, see, where I mean, maybe he can make a play, but I'm pretty sure if he make a play for a nice receiver this year, he's going to have to tamper with giving up at least that third. Because a lot of teams won't. It's very hard to get a dominant receiver on your team. And most teams that get their dominant receivers, they draft them. Because the price tag is so high to trade for a receiver that is performing on a regular basis. Now, somebody who wore out their welcome where they at, that's a possibility. But as far as the name, I don't know. There's been a lot of talks about the Browns getting Garrett Wilson and, making a trade for him. And I don't think that's feasible. Chad Sports. I don't know if y'all heard Chad Sports, but I look at them sometimes for information. And sometimes Chad Sports be pissing me off. Okay? And they said, the Browns should trade Denzel Ward to the Eagles for A.J. Brown. And I almost lost my noodles. Okay? No. Hey, Philly. Hey, Howie Rowe. No. You cannot have him. No. It's not happening. No. We don't have Emerson. Emerson is not playing. So, therefore, we don't have room to trade a corner. Oh, but y'all traded a corner for a receiver. See, this is where y'all be getting on my nerves. Because y'all just think this is such a trend. Anyway, I think the Browns could trade with somebody. They could let this year play out. But if they is not going to trade with somebody, I need you to let all the receivers out and let them play. We understand that, the coaching staff get to see them at practice every day, and the front office get the updates, and they can tell. We, the fans, want to see. We want to know what we got. Y'all don't call enough plays for the wide receiver group we got. I'm going to need y'all to showcase them. And I'm going to need y'all to specify. I just don't, I don't really see a name that you could really get that's not going to cost you something valuable. Like, we got 3 picks in the first 40. I wouldn't give up one of those picks for nobody in the league right now. Not those picks. Maybe my second if I'm going to get a first round talent. I don't really know about that. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, X, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streams, you can catch replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Please do the same. All right, if you comment, and please comment. Don't keep the comment in your head. All right, feel free to hit, if you on YouTube, send a super chat. You know what I'm saying? We definitely taking the donations up here. Booka. Got the Cash App up there. You feel me? You could definitely send it through the YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? All support is welcome. Definitely share your thoughts though, because I cannot read what's in your mind at the time that you're thinking it. You have to type it down for me so I can respond to you. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, I went through football and I didn't even think I was gonna be doing football for a whole hour. But I really want to talk about basketball. We're playing basketball. Hey, listen. It's been 2 days. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's been 2 days of basketball. And it's been lit. The NBA, listen, the NBA season lit right now. I don't know if they know that I know that it's lit, but I'm telling you all right now, the NBA season is lit right now. All right. Listen, if I don't know how to. First off, who guarding Wembanyama this year? Who can guard Victor? I'm telling you right now, I'm about to place the bet. I got, if Wembanyama plays 70 games, he is going to be the scoring leader. He is going to be the rebound leader. He is going to be the leader in blocks. He is going to be the MVP, the defensive MVP. He might even get most improved, okay? Wembanyama is on a whole nother, he's in a whole nother universe right now. To be 7'4" and can dribble like you, Jamal Crawford, is crazy work. To be able to come down, shimmy, dribble, stutter, hezzy, yank back, pull with beautiful form for a set. Oh my God. The Spurs is going to give people problems. Stephon Castle looks like he is ready to take that step. Him and that chemistry between him and Wembanyama, I mean, Stephon was booming. Like, he, I'm not, he throw the ooh. Listen, he threw Wemby this ooh from like half court. It was really from like the other team 3. And Wemby jumped in the air around the 3-point line, and he turned around and caught it and dunked it backwards without losing stride or step or landing. Bruh, hey, this is out of pocket, okay? Ant-Man, still doing Ant-Man things, okay? Let's not. Ant-Man doing Ant-Man things, man. It was real, man. I ain't gonna lie. Ant-Man was going crazy. Alspin Sagun. for the Rockets, going bananas. Oh, if he gonna play like this all year, woo! Tyrese Maxey with the rookie VJ Edgecombe, that's about to be a problem tandem in the backcourt, boy. They went for 41 and 34 respectively last night against the Boston Celtics. And that was, they put on a show, bro. Phoenix somehow came back and whooped Sacramento. Like, for the majority of the game, DeRozan and Zach LaVine did whatever they wanted. I did not see Domantas Sabonis out there, so I wonder what's going on with that. Russell Westbrook had just really signed like a week or two ago, so he didn't start. Dennis Schroeder started. But I'm like, that is a team of hoopers. They just hooping. They just hooping, bro. They just going out there. They got Malik Monk off the bench. They just going to hoop, bro. That is what that team is like. Who else stood out to me during this? Miami versus Orlando was gas last night. That was, hey, listen, that back and forth right there, gas. Miami needed Tyler Hero, though, because I don't see nobody else being able to close. Unless Wiggins can kind of, I don't really know. Shea doing Shea things, even though it took triple overtime. Ja Morant versus Zion was crazy work, too. It was definitely crazy work. They was doing their thing. I ain't going to hold you. Luka doing Luka things in LA. Luka gonna be Luka. The Cavs lost to the Knicks. It's okay. I ain't tripping off one game, but I am tripping off Jared Allen. Hey, Jared Allen. Hey, man, stop playing soft. You playing soft, and you been playing soft for about 3 seasons. Stop smiling all the time. Stop laughing and being goofy all the damn time. We trying to win a championship, and you the defensive anchor, and you think everything funny. It ain't funny. Hey, I'm going to need you to act like you a man possessed down there. Do you need to go watch old Dwight Howard highlights so you can understand how a big man protects the paint? What are you doing? No way in the world OG Anunoby should have had a double-double with 14 rebounds. Are you crazy? How did Larry Nance come off the bench and have more rebounds than you? I'm appalled. I'm flabbergasted. I feel unjustified, all right, because you bugged. Then Jared Allen had the nerve to make this whole weak joke about the lights being too bright, and you came out and played like you had bricks in your shoes all night. Man, stop playing with me, man. Hey, shout out to Evan Mobley for hunting this shot. I'm going to tell y'all, like I told my other NBA homies, if the Cavs going to win a ship, Evan Mobley has to be the number 1 option. Period. If you don't know basketball, I'm going to need you to do the check your history. I like it. Donovan Mitchell, I'm going to need you to learn how to facilitate. You are so picky and choosy, and I feel like you got too much ego. If you ain't taking the last shot, that's cool. We got other people who will do it. Well, the NBA is going bananas. Utah smacked the Clippers last night. Oh, Lori Marketing, I see you, baby. Hey, Lori, I see you, baby. Walker Kessler, I see you, baby. Keontae George, I see you, baby. I get it. I get it, bro. I get it. Who else stood out to me? Well, I think Vucevic. Vucevic went for 28 and 17 last night. Was that 28 and 17? Hold on, what did he go for? 20, 28 and 28. How many rebounds he had last night? Let me make sure I get this right. He had 14. He had 28 and 14? Vucevic, where you been at? Hey, some of these bottom teams may not be as on the bottom as you think. They might play playoff spoiler when we get to the meat of the season in like February and March. Listen, the NBA lit. NBA lit, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. NBA is lit. The Raptors looked so good against the Hawks yesterday. They was like a cohesive team. I mean, Quickly, Barry, Grady, Ingram, Hodel, Barnes. And then they came off the bench with what was that I was on the bench? Oh, can't think of it right now. I'll get it in a second. But hey. No, in Portland, hey, listen, I know Dame ain't gonna play this year, but the way that they are the way them young guys are progressing, and if they still got Holiday with Damon next year, they're going to be a problem. Jeremy Grant literally come off the bench and score and just do his score thing. It's about to be lit. I ain't gonna hold you. It is about to be lit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there. All right, but wait, I will do y'all the pleasure of just reading off some scores from yesterday, because hey, listen, the NBA was lit yesterday. I don't know if y'all understand. Cavs fall to the Knicks, 119 to 111. Timberwolves win late to beat the Trailblazers, 118 to 114. Nets blew out by the Hornets at home. Well, the Hornets was at home. 117, 136. Heat fall to the Magic, 121, 125. They were in downtown Orlando last night. Raptors smoked the Hawks, 138, 118. The 76ers found a way to pull through the Celtics, 117, 116. The Bulls put their paws on the Pistons, 111, 115. Grizzlies and Pelicans. Game was crazy. Jordan Poole was about to get into it with, you know what I'm saying, one of the homies from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, that game was lightweight gas. I ain't gonna lie. Bucks 133, 120 over the Wizards. Jazz 129, 108 over the Clippers. Over the Clippers. Yeah, right. Wizards, then Clippers. Then the Spurs manhandled the Mavericks, 125 to 92. And then the Kings and Suns in the last game of the night actually kind of plays with a bell biter. A nail biter. I said bell biter. To a nail biter. And but the Suns end up coming out of that one 120, 116 over the Kings. Tonight's games, you have finals review when you got OKC versus the Indiana Pacers. I do believe that what's my guy? Tyrese Halliburton, he is not playing. With that being said, man, DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, all right, multiple social networks. Follow us at DeeTrynt or at Industry Sports. If you missed the live streams, you can catch replays on Spotify, Radio Public, various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all rock because I'm about to get ready for my afternoon and get ready back into these games. But make sure y'all like, share, and follow the stream. You know what I'm saying? Please read your comments. I appreciate everybody who came in and their feedback and things. It's all love. Catch y'all in a few.